Rondo will inbound. 11.7 seconds remaining in a 4-point game. NBA championship coming down to the final second. Gets it to Pierce. Pierce turns back out. Rondo fakes, dribbles, puts up the three.
Kobe Bryant, your 5th NBA championship. How does this one stand out for you more than 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Oh, this is the sweetest.
We want to continue the show. We've had some good comedians so far, and so it's time for the man of the hour, straight from these nuts, Dante Carter. My son, so I can say that, right? Yeah. Everybody else can say that.
Yeah. Scientifically speaking, they really can't say it, right? You only come from one pair. And that was my pair right there. So I recently watched Harry Potter for the first time in my life. And before I go any further than that, I want everyone to know that I did enjoy the movie. The Harry Potter crowd's pretty rough. There's certain things that you can't talk about, right? Taylor Swift, can't talk about it, right? Okay, all right. How long do you think her and Travis Kelce's gonna last? Let's be honest. What's our over under? 3 years? 3 years? 4 years? Couple months? Under? How many songs is she gonna write? What? Nice. Nice. You also can't make fun of the Harry Potter crowd much because they get pretty defensive. So I want to say that I do enjoy the movies. Okay. Now I've only seen one so far, and I got a couple of notes. All right. My first note is I don't understand how I could hate someone so much, but I came in and that fat fucker, right, Harry's cousin, instantly hated him. You know what I mean? Diabetic Daryl, hate that little fucker. Alright, hate the whole fucking family. They're awful. You know, but I was glad when Harry got away from it, right? Harry got away from it. Harry went to Hogwarts, which is really cool. I just wish that little fat shit went to school too, you know? At Columbine, right? Like, you know what I mean? Easy target. School shootings, 2 specials in a row. Love that. Something else from that movie that I want to talk about is how Harry Potter is so goddamn good at Quidditch. He's 12 years old. If you haven't seen the movie, you're not going to get this first little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. He's 12 years old. He's never played Quidditch a day in his life, and he comes in and he just fucking beats all of these kids who've been playing their entire lives. I call bullshit. Okay, I coach student athletes. That shit does not happen. Trust you me. I want to say if I was the coach of that team, right, that Quidditch team, if I was the coach of Slytherin, right, if I was the coach of that team, my kids would run fucking immediately. You go let a 12-year-old come in and body you. This is his first time ever playing the game. And I don't know, you probably don't know much about Quidditch, but like the score was 172-1, okay? To put that into football terms, it's like if Alabama were to play like a first-year program, right? University of Alabama, Birmingham, something like that, like a first-year team. And that team, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Hey, we're Gamecocks. We're Gamecocks around here, baby. Hey, we got 200 years of football, 0 years of championships, baby, but we love it. If somebody came in and they beat Alabama, first-year program beat Alabama, do you guys know what Nick Saban would do to those fucking kids? All right? They would literally pass out. I think he would probably take out 7 or 8 just from them running until they pass out and die. No joke. Like, not joking. Nick Saban would murder kids for this, okay? If I was the coach of that Quidditch team, my kids are running immediately. And they would be like, but coach, we don't run during Quidditch. And I'd be like, I don't give a fuck, okay? You guys don't watch Harry Potter. Let's just move on. I watched Harry Potter this week. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this in my special. That's going to be fucking funny. I get here and nobody's seen Harry Potter. There we go. We got one. Hugglepuff? Slytherin?
Ravenclaw.
Slytherin. Ravenclaw. I have no fucking clue what that means. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I said Huffle? Did I say Huffle? See, I don't know shit about Hufflepuff. I thought that was like, it sounded like a shot at fat people. That's why I couldn't name that team. I was like, I could be Hufflepuff, and then I was like, I don't know, I Hufflepuff when I run. And I just don't like the way that sounds for me, you know what I mean? Listen, this is my 5th special, but it's going to be the most different. All of my specials have been stories and jokes. This one's literally just going to be me complaining about shit that I do not like, okay? Things that I do not understand. And some of you are going to have like a different idea of me after this, because you're like, he's a pretty good kid. But it is like really fucking easy to make me mad. Like, I freak out in a heartbeat. I get that from that gray hair right there. The first thing I'm going to talk about that pisses me off is when people park far away from the store that they're going to. And that shouldn't piss me off, right? That's none of my business. Like I said, I'm a white guy. I get so mad at shit that has nothing to do with me, okay? I work at a strip center, right? I work in a store, and there's a store on my right-hand side, and I see people all the time park like 6 lots over and walk all the way from their lot to the store on my right-hand side, and I don't fucking understand why they do it. Like I said, it has no reason to make it. I have no reason to be that mad about it, but I do. I get so fucking mad. I'm in the store cussing those people that I do not know. It's like a wife and a husband and like 3 kids. I'm cussing the kids. Fuck those kids. I don't give a shit. I'm so mad at this family. And they're breathing heavy and they're upset about the walk too. And I'm like, no one told you had to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you're literally picking up ham and cheese from the store and you made it a fucking trek. You know what I mean? You went out on a hike too. Oh, sorry, buddy. Other buddy. It's like 3 of them. They look kind of terrorists. Be careful. Just kidding. Listen, I don't understand why they do that, right? And those are the same assholes that decide to leave their buggy at their car. You know what I mean? Like, listen, if you're brave enough to park 6 kilometers from the store, you're brave enough to take your buggy back, right, kid? You know what I mean? And they prop the little buggy tire up on the curb, and they think that they're a good person. You know, they're like, yep, this isn't gonna roll anywhere. Good person for the day, right? You're not a good person. You're a piece of shit. And then we've all seen, right, the store sends out that one little special needs guy to go retrieve the buggy. You know what I mean? Chase is the guy. And we all see them, right? They're happy at first. They're grinning ear to ear. They're running full fucking speed for no reason. You know what I mean? Their little cape is like flapping in the wind. All right? And no one tells them that they don't have to fucking run. Okay? So they're in a full speed run, and you're like trying to get their attention. You're like, hey, you don't have to do that. They start breathing heavy like halfway through, but they're still running for some fucking reason. And you're like, buddy, just slow down. You can walk. They don't give a shit. They're running full speed. They finally get to the buggy, and they're out of breath, and they're happy. They're like, you know what? I did my job. You know? Some person tries to help them, though. They try to push it towards them. They're like, don't you fucking touch that buggy. All right? This is my goddamn job. I touch the buggies. You're like, fuck it. Pass out. Don't give a shit. They're purple in the face. But then they finally get there, and they got to get the buggy and go back to the store, right? So they turn around, and they're like, oh, goddamn, it's another 6-mile track that way. So on the way back, you know, they're like pushing the buggy, but they're really just kind of leaning on it, right? The tire's doing all the work, you know? It's just dragging them along. And that's why they work in a store and not, you know, be a superstar in the Special Olympics, right? My thought process on this is different, though. I'm thinking, instead of sending one special needs person to get that buggy, why don't we send 6? We send 6 special needs kids to scare the fuck out of the people leaving the buggy. Right? Imagine this. Imagine you put your tire up on that little curb, and you're like, all right, that buggy's not rolling anywhere. I'm a good person. And you turn to go back to your car, and you see 6 fully down people running full speed at you. They're screaming. That's fucking terrifying. Me personally, I'd shit my pants right there. Done. snap my neck, I will never shop again. Fuck that. If I owned a store, I'd implement that policy right now. Swear to God, you would never leave your buggy in my store. People would be scared to go to my store. They would like return their buggy with a note that says, "Thanks for letting me shop here," with a $20 tape to it. You know what I mean? And implement that policy today. And I'd be excited too. Like if I seen somebody leave their buggy, I'd be like, you know what? It's fucking showtime. You know? I'd be like, autistic Autobots! Get them! You know what I mean? And just so everyone knows, that joke isn't making fun of the special needs people, okay? Or as I would call them, the Pound Town Down crew. Like the syndrome, fuck it. It's making fun of the assholes that leave their buggies out, you know what I mean? You're a piece of shit if you do that. I think you're lazy, and it really just makes me so mad, I can't explain it, you know what I mean? You guys wanna know where I'm the worst version of myself? I am literally the worst version of myself at Subway. And I don't mean like worst version of myself like Jared, you know? I'm not like the worst version of myself, Jared. Just like I get so irritated when I go to Subway. You know what I mean? Like if I go in there and there's more than 2 people in line, I'm automatically pissed. I get so mad. But I'm also a major pussy, so like I don't say shit, right? I just go in there and like I try to look mad, but like not too mad. Like I don't know like a Mike. We all know a Mike who's like way too happy to be living. You know what I mean? Everywhere they go, they're just grinning ear to ear, happy as fuck, no matter what's going on. I know a guy named Mike one time, his dog got hit by a car. I was like, damn, Mike, I'm sorry to hear that. He was like, nah, man, life is okay. I was just blessed to know that puppet for 6 years. Shut the fuck up, Mike, okay? You fucking happy-ass robot, all right? I don't want to sit there like a Mike, but I don't want to sit there like a Karen either. So I'm somewhere in the middle, like trying to like scowl, but not scowl too aggressively. You know what I mean? But they know I'm pissed. I get pissed from shit so easy. Pissed from shit. I went in there the other day, and there was a guy who was taking so fucking long making his sub. Don't you hate when that happens? You ever see that? You go in there and the guy's like looking at every ingredient like it's the most important ingredient in the world. Tomato, huh? Huh. What are the benefits of a tomato? If I put a tomato on a sandwich, how will that change the effect that this sandwich has on my life? What is my future? Like, it's just a goddamn tomato, you know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't take you an hour to make a sub, okay? It took me less time to take the SAT. Failed. That's why I did. But, I want to say, like, look, we're all looking at the same ingredients here, right? We're all looking at the same 20, maybe 30 ingredients. There's not like a secret compartment of ingredients just for you, motherfucker. Like, speed your fucking process up, make your goddamn sub and get out of here, you know what I mean? But this guy, he takes forever, and he finally gets done with his sub, and he goes up to the front, he's happy, he made the world's most perfect sub, apparently, and he goes, all right, 6 more to go, baby, here we go. And you're like, what the fuck, hold on. When you go to Subway, you don't get to make more than 1 sub, okay? If you're in line and you got multiple subs, you go to the back of the line after every sub, okay? I don't give a fuck if you're making it for your wife, your kids. Don't give a fuck, okay? You make your sub, you go to the back, you start over, okay? Because realistically, if you're married with kids, if you got people that actually care about you, you go to the drive-thru, all right? Us single motherfuckers, we go inside, all right? It's like a little club for us, you know what I mean? Club sandwich, you know what I mean? Hey, what you doing after this? Eating? Yeah, that makes sense. I'll get the meatball marinara. Sorry to disturb you, ma'am. You just walk out here, honey. I got stuck behind 3 people the other day that were making 3 subs each. That's 9 subs ahead of me. That's how I do math, by the way. It's something in my head. I don't know. 3 people ahead of me, they're all making subs, right? They're all making 3 subs. And I didn't take my phone in that day, and I'm pretty Gen Z, right? So, like, I don't know how to talk to people. If any of you are trying to talk to me tonight, and it's been the most awkward encounter of your life, I'm sorry. I'm just not good face-to-face. I don't know how to do it. So when I'm in there and I'm waiting on all these people to make their subs, I'm looking around for something to do, something to look at, and I see the menu. I read the Subway menu 16 times. Do you know the amount of social anxiety you have to read a Subway menu 16 times? It's not an interesting menu, it's pretty fucking basic. But if you give me a number, I'm gonna do it with him. If you give me a number, I can tell you the exact sub that Subway offers. Give me a number 1 to 14.
7.
7 is the Italiano Club. 8, the BLT. 9, the cold cut combo. 10, chicken teriyaki onion. I know this shit because I've social. You shouldn't be able to know that. You shouldn't be able to know that. That's not a normal thing that people know. Look that shit up. It's real, by the way. I sat there and I was thinking in my head. I was like, you know what? Why the fuck are we all like? Why is there 3 of you making 3 subs each? Is there like a fucking build your own sub party that I'm not invited to right now? I'm starting to get annoyed. You know what I mean? But I sit there, you know, not Mike, not Karen. I sit there with the most normal expression I can think of, which probably still looks like a psychopath, right? I just stand in line like this. For 16 menus worth of reading. We gotta talk about how bad fast food service has gotten. It makes no sense to me. Fast food workers are making the most money they've ever fucking made in their lives. Yet somehow the service is at an all-time low, right? Meanwhile, Republicans and Democrats want to argue over what beer can or what song's offensive. You know what I mean? Like, how about we stop getting me yelled at every time I ask for an extra buffalo sauce, okay? I'm tired of the lady at McWendy's King making fun of me. You know what I mean? For legal reasons, we can't say one name, we throw them all together. You get it? Trying to cover my ass here. I already got fucked by PayPal. Yeah, PayPal shut my shit down the other day, by the way. We'll talk about it later, don't worry. You go to McWendy's King, right? They're kind of like passive aggressive in the way they tell you stuff, you know? I went there the other day and I was asking for an extra buffalo sauce and she was like, oh yeah, hey, there's Israel and Palestine's at war. There's a global shortage on plenty of ingredients. Our economic state's in the shitter. Our president has like the 17th worst form of dementia ever seen. But Fatso wants a buffalo sauce right here, dippy. Let's fucking get to it. Like, listen, I'll take the sauce. Hold the sarcasm, okay, bitch? I don't need that shit. I went to Sonic the other day. I'm a fat ass, eat out a lot. I'm also single, so. I went to Sonic the other day, right? And when I go through the line, the lady says, hey, before you order, I just want you to know that we're only taking correct change. So my thought process here is, okay, that only applies to people paying with cash, all right? I'm paying with cards, so that don't matter for me, you know what I mean? So I go, no worries, I'm paying with card. And she says, listen, fat ass, I just said we're only taking correct change. And I was like, oh. I just thought that maybe, you know, that only applied to certain people. I didn't realize that applied to me, you know, I said, fuck it. Oh, it's locked. Yeah, sorry. That's my fault. It was my fault. He got out? Oh, he made it out. I'm going to miss him, and I'm going to miss the hat more. You know what I mean? He looked like Cam Newton if he didn't get drafted to the Panthers. Oh, he heard me. Dad, can you stand over here for the rest of my show? Oh, did the camera get him? The camera got him. God damn it. Back to me. The star. So I say, you know what, bitch? You don't get to. You don't get to. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. He's such a nice guy. That's the worst part. He was so cool about it. He was like, that's good, buddy. And I was like, no, I'm going to push it. I'm kind of the asshole in this situation. I understand that. I'm sorry. She yells at me at Sonic, okay? For no fucking reason. She's mad at me. I'm like, bitch, you don't get to be mad at me because your card reader's down and you're out of change. That's 2 fuck-ups on your company, not me. You know what I mean? By the way, You don't get paid enough to yell at me like that, all right? $10 an hour, you know what I mean? Ooh, all right. Big fast food crowd, huh? Sometimes though, when fast food fucks up, it actually does work out in your favor. Like the other day, I went to Cookout, and I ate out a lot, I told you. The store that I work at is right in front of a Cookout, so I go to this Cookout, I'm starving, I haven't eaten all day. I was withering away, as you can tell. What? Thank you. So I go to Cookout, I order my tray, I order my one tray, motherfuckers. I know some of y'all are like, I can see him being a 2-tray guy. It's one tray, dicks, all right? So I ordered one tray, there's a couple on the other side, 'cause you know Cookout has the 2 lines, which sometimes is too much for them. You know? So there's a couple in the other line, they're paying too. So we both go around at the same time, I get the inside, they get the outside. You've been to Cookout, you get it. I pay. She says, give me 1 second, I'll get you your food. I say, yes, ma'am. Thank you. It's not nice. So I sit there and I wait, and it's taking a little bit longer than it should, but I don't get mad, you know what I mean? I go into my not Mike, not caring face. You know what I mean? And she finally brings me my bag, and I notice my bag is a little bit heavier than it should be. I've kind of got my food out to an exact measurement, you know what I mean? When you're fat, that's what you do. If it goes a little lighter, you're like, hey, did you put the pickles? You put the pickles on here? Okay. No, I was just checking. So I got my bag. It was a little bit heavier than it should have been. I don't fucking question it. I go back to the store. I'm in a hurry. I get into the store, which, by the way, is a full-ass glass window at the front. So everyone can see what you're doing in there. I open the bag. It is sad how high I jumped in excitement when I saw I had 2 trays. It's even sadder to think that that's the best thing that happened to me that entire week. But I had 2 trays, let me tell you. That couple knew how to order, all right? It was a pretty chubby couple, they ordered great. And I know what you're thinking, what's the decent thing? Take it back, fuck that noise, I ate that shit. I ate every fucking fry, every onion ring, 2 burgers, a cheese quesadilla, strawberry milkshake, fuck y'all, that shit was good as fuck. They were like, damn, he must have been high. Nope, sober as shit, I was just fucking hungry, alright? And I was thinking, I was like, I know the fucking Cookout workers see me because it's a big ass glass window, and they're just looking at me scarfing this shit down at a pretty alarming rate, right? Like I was going fast, faster than I needed to be. There was no one in the store to help me. If I choked, I was fucked, and I knew that. That's the gamble I took, alright? No one will tell you I'm not fucking brave. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, what if this is on the show, what would you do? What if they're recording my fat ass right now, tearing this food up, and they have a timer at the bottom? Is he gonna break 3 minutes? No, he's fucking done. All that food, 2 minutes, 43 seconds. That's what I would do. Just so you know, to the producers of that show, what would you do? If that episode ever fucking airs, I will fucking kill myself. I will leave a note with your names in it. My mom and dad will take you to court. Then what would you do, motherfucker? Because it's the show name. How does he come up with it? He don't. That's pretty good beer. Hope you guys are enjoying your beer here at the LA Tap Room. Yeah. How many of you drink draft beer on the regular? Pretty regular? Draft? I don't. I'm so glad Brooke and Scott are here because they make it so like easy for me. Because I don't know how to order like anything on craft. I'm like, you guys got a Michelob? The guy beside me laughs. He was like, no, they don't have a Michelob, buddy. I'm like, yeah. You guys got a Miller Lite? The guy beside me goes, no, buddy, they don't have that. Right. You guys have Bud Light? The guy beside me goes, yeah, they do, honey. You know what I mean? You get it? He's lying, they don't have that shit. But Brooke's like, Dante, let me break it down for you like a 3-year-old, and I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Also, I'm enjoying my sycamore, like Zacchaeus climbed up on that tree. You know what I mean? How many of you read the Bible? Shout out the Bible, baby! Oh, that's pretty good. You're gonna hate this next part. Another thing that I hate is when I'm fucking a bitch. And she does something that turns me off, you know what I mean? Because it's her fault. You know, like the other day I was having sexy time with a lady. I know, it's pretty hard to believe. But they let me from time to time. And I do, you know, medium, you know. But I was like, hey baby, why don't you do a little dance for me? And she's like, all right, I got you. And this bitch cannot dance for shit. Okay, this is the worst dancing I've ever seen in my life. She danced like she was trying to get a bug off her hip. You know what I mean? It's fucking. I was like, are you dancing or having a seizure? What the fuck is going on here? She's still just fucking. And she's so goddamn serious, like she's got her tongue out, like Michael Jordan shooting a free throw. You know what I mean? Yeah, she can't do that shit. Hey, listen, Shakira's hips don't lie. That bitch's hips don't work. You know what I mean? I said, you know what? I'm gay. So gay. Dick, my mouth. Please, I'm gonna get out of here. And then I put my massive dick back in my pants and left. Just take my word for it. There's nothing worse than like when you're in the mood to do some romping and something turns you off, you know? Like the other day I was watching a porno. Shout out to porno! Married couples, understandable. The other day I was watching a porno and this girl was so hot. I mean, excuse me, this lady was so beautiful. 2023, baby. And I was so excited. Dick on command. I mean, 4 inches of nice, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm white. And I get my lotion, I start pumping. Too many pumps. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to do with the extra pump. But I got a dog. Here, look some of that off for me. Oh, come on. She has a sensitive stomach. It soothes it. He's like, that's bad. You should see what my brother did with his dog. You know what I mean? Oh, he's not here. I can't tell. Never mind. I finally, after she licks off the lotion, I got the right amount. And I pulled up the video with my other hand. It's a good video. This lady is a solid 9 out of 10. If you rate women, I don't really get into that kind of thing. But if you do, she's a 9 out of 10, right? I mean, she is fucking gorgeous. And that motherfucker got backup. Hold on. If I say duck, y'all duck, alright? Hey, if I die on stage, still post this shit. I'll go famous. You know what I mean? I'll be like Chandler Bing. So no one told you life was gonna end this way. Alright, we're all friends here. What a show. So she's pulling this dude's pants down. She pulls out his dick. It's like 2 times my size, but normally I turn the video off at that point, but I'm like, you know, I'm gonna look past it on this one. But when she gets it out, she literally goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna have this cock. I was like, what the? Do women do that, huh? Yeah. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Oh, I was gonna say. That shit is so scary though. I was so like, I just sat in bed and my shit went from like this. That's my wrap up music. All right. Yeah, this guy fucking sucks. Hey, bring that autistic kid back up here. Shut up. He doesn't deserve all that. I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't take a lot to turn me off though. It really doesn't. Like, I'm not gay, but I'm a little gay, you know what I mean? Like, if that puss or vagina, however you prefer. Fupa! If that fupa, baby, you better get that shit poppin'. Hey, I know a guy in a hat that would love a good fupa right now. A fupa or a sofa, he needs somewhere to stay. Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy with a dick. Alright. If that shit don't look all the way right, I can't eat it. Can't do it. I'm not gonna lick it. I might, finger poke it, flick it a little bit. I'm gonna do something with it. I'm gonna entertain you a little bit. I might tell some jokes into it, but I'm not gonna lick it. Not gonna do it. My grandma always taught me, if the roast beef looks a little gray, you don't eat that shit. And she's never steered me wrong, you know what I mean? One time I was face to puss with a girl, face to vagine, face to fupa. FTF, baby, shirt coming soon. Hey, imagine I get a grab. It's like a fat ass pussy like Donald Trump. I get that fupa in my face. And I look up at her and I go, hey, some of your vagina's falling out of the bottom, right? You got some, oh, that's gross, isn't it? How do you think I felt? I was face to face with it. Shit smells like what I think his hat would have smelled like, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, brother. And now that I've made my mom uncomfortable in front of her friends, give a shout out, give a clap for my mom. She birthed 3 kids, right? One of them makes good money, is married with 2 kids. The other one's in college making great grades.
It's 2023.
And then there's me. I can't even say great grades without fucking that one up. Thanks, baby. I've always, when I do these shows, I always get drunk as fucking Rich Hill. This is my first time getting drunk here with the light kind of like throwing me off a little bit. Oh my God, yeah. Another thing that pisses me off is when a lady who has zero accountability says that she has baby fever. You know what I mean? We all know that girl. She's, oh my God, I got such baby fever right now. Like I really want to have a kid. Meanwhile, this bitch has lost her keys like 6 times this week. Do you know what happens if you lose a kid? Death. They don't last long without a mom or dad. Right, Chase? He's got a mom, and his dad's got a pretty hot young wife.
Who said poor Chase?
Somebody pour Chase around and drinks, right? Hell yeah, Chase! Why everybody drink? Hey, everybody, Chase has got your tab tonight. Get you. That's the biggest cheer I've ever got at one of my shows. And if you're that girl's friend and she says that she has baby fever and you let her go with that, you're a terrible fucking friend. Alright? If you know your friend would be a horrible mom, when she says she has baby fever, you throw that bitch a Tylenol. Okay? You say, get rid of that shit. Alright? You don't need it. There was this girl that I was messing with one time. Believe it or not. We used to mess around a little bit. We used to get at it. Right, Mom? Right, Dad? Yeah. God. We were messing around. I went to her house one time. She had a dog. That little motherfucker was nibbling on the couch. I said, hey, when's the last time you fed your dog? She was like, oh no, they only eat once a week. That's not how dogs work, motherfucker. If that's your friend and she wants to have a kid, say something. Don't let her fucking have a kid. Because you end up with a situation like this. When I was in school, there was a kid in my grade who he had like a terrible fucking mom, poor fella. And my parents were so good that they didn't want to leave him. You know what I mean? They didn't want to leave him behind at practice or at school. They would wait with him. You know what I mean? So we would be sitting there waiting. And he would always have to borrow my phone. He would ask me for my phone, and he would be like, let me call my mom real quick. Hey, Mom. Now remember I said Monday through Friday, every day, 3:30. No, Mom, they don't cancel school because it's your birthday. That's not how that works. Okay. No, that's fine. Okay. Hey, man, do you think you could give me a ride home? My mom's out of town. You know how sad it is to watch a kid break into his own house? And you don't know if you're supposed to help him or not, because he does it, it's his house. If I do it, it's illegal. You know what I mean? And you're like, hey, maybe if you try the left window, that's the one you used last time. It lets you in pretty quick. You know what I mean? Did he get in? He got in? All right, let's go home. Show our happy family life. Hey, who here was blessed with a happy family life, baby? All right. It's weird. Normally, like, comedians have, like, a really sad past. Like, oh, not me, baby. I'm just insensitive. You know what I mean? I just find your life fucking funny. Right, Chase? If that's your friend, though, you should tell her not to have a fucking kid, because that's horrible. Another thing that I don't like is the terminology of diehard sports fan, right? You ever met someone who goes, yeah, this is my friend Daryl. He's a diehard Steelers fan. We've all heard that, right? Diehard Steelers fan. And we all know what that means. No, go Steelers. That's cool. He threw his hand up like they ate fucking 5 and 7. And the only team in here worse than him is the goddamn Panthers. Oh, they're 1 and 12. Shut the fuck up. Argue. 1 and 12 argue. You know? But if you say that someone's a diehard sports fan, that implies that there's a such thing as a die-easy sports fan. And I've never in my life heard someone say, yeah, this is my friend Matt. He's a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. No, he just fucking fell, hit his head, and died. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? He's a die-easy sports fan. It's a pretty conceptual joke. It's fun. Speaking of sports, I got a quick story about my parents. Me and my mom and my dad, my sister, we go to football games together every year. It's like a family bonding thing. Chase, family bonding is when you get closer. You get closer to the ones that birthed you. And it usually works best if your parents are together. That's punching down, isn't it? I'm sorry. We go to football games all the time, and recently my parents got to a spat with some other people at a football game. And normally when you hear me talk about my parents, normally when you hear me talk about my parents, you know my mom's pretty much the crazy one, and my dad's the level-headed one. Spirited. It's Christmas time. She was pretty fucking spirited this night. Let me tell you. But this time, believe it or not, my dad was the one that actually got really fucking pissed. And when my dad gets mad, when it's not at me, it's the funniest fucking thing in the world to me. Because when my dad's getting mad, I can tell, because he starts to repeat whatever you say to him back to you in the question. Like when I was a kid, my dad was like, Dante, clean your room. And I was like, Dad, I don't want to clean my room right now. He would go, oh, okay. So you don't want to clean your room, huh? All right. Hey, how about I kick you out? Huh? How about I get a homeless guy in here with a hat? What if he takes your room? What if he takes your room, huh? He'll probably appreciate it. See, son, when I was your age, my floor in my room had holes in it. I could see the fucking ground, son. Hey, that's dirty not by choice. You got a choice, motherfucker. Meanwhile, when he said that, I'd already cleaned my room like 15 minutes to the story. One time I said, Dad, I fucking hate this piece of shit car I'm driving. He said, oh, so you hate the piece of shit car you driving, huh? How about I take it from you? How about I give it to a homeless guy who don't have a car? Maybe he'll appreciate it a little bit. Take it to a car wash every once in a while. Hey, when I was growing up, my family only had one car. It was 4 of us. We only had one car. And it had a flat tire. My dad was poor growing up. He had a lot of weird shit like that. And when my dad tells me about his childhood, I feel so bad because I grew up so the opposite. I feel bad, but it's funny as fuck. Like, Chase, I think you and my dad should talk. He might can. I'm sorry. But I knew my dad was getting mad, right? And here's what happened. Okay, so we're at the football game. Our favorite team that we all cheer for is winning like 70-0, like they always do. Take my word for it. And this lady thinks that my friend stole her jacket. My friend Dylan was with us. And my friend, his name is Dylan. And my friend Dylan is with us, and she thinks Dylan stole her jacket. And listen, Dylan didn't steal her jacket. But Dylan looks like the type of motherfucker who would steal a jacket. You know what I mean? Like, Dylan, why'd you take that woman's jacket? I don't know. I wanted it. Were you cold, Dylan? No. I had my own jacket. I just wanted hers. But Dylan didn't take this woman's jacket. He looks like that, and he also looks like both Phineas and Ferb from the show Phineas and Ferb. And I've never seen one person look like two motherfuckers from a show, but he looks like both Phineas and Ferb at the same goddamn time. Motherfucker loves the summertime. But he didn't steal it. And this woman was looking at him and she was like, "That motherfucker stole my jacket. I hate a thief." My mom heard. One thing you don't do with my mom is talk shit about me. So listen, if you didn't enjoy the set tonight, you keep that shit to your goddamn self. You heard? You heard? You don't talk shit about me, baby. You talk shit about Chase, she don't give a fuck. But she was pointing, and it looked like she was pointing at me. So my mom was like, "Bitch, who the fuck you pointing at?" And my mom, and that woman told my mom, she was like, "They stole my jacket." And my mom said to this woman, didn't miss a fucking stride. She said, "Bitch, nobody wants your $20 Target jacket." And I don't speak woman, clearly. But my sister told me later on, that's a pretty fucking solid burn. So shout out, Mom. You know what I mean? My mom burnt that ass. She got so fucking mad, she stood up, and she stood up, my mom stood up, and I was like, my mom about to kill this lady. Then my sister stood up.
She did.
Y'all don't want that, listen. I know everybody's like, nah, my mom will beat your mom's ass. My mom will really beat your mom's ass. And my sister, she don't even have to fight. She'll just take off running and run through that bit. Like, my sister's got no fucking brakes, you know what I mean? Her name is Bree, we call her Bree in the China shop. She takes off running. She takes off running, she just hits shit. This woman's mad, she's going at it with my mom and my sister, and I'm thinking she's already outnumbered. And then her knight in shining armor comes around, right? He comes up out of nowhere. He's like 75 pounds. He looks like a toothpick with broccoli on the end. You know what I mean? Like you're eating steak and broccoli, and you're like, oh, goddamn. Damn, that's an ugly fucking toothpick. That's him, right? He was like, "I'll beat all your asses." You know what I mean? My dad heard that. My dad stood up and said, "Oh, okay. You gonna beat all our asses, huh?" Okay. Hey, when I was your age, we couldn't afford bandages. If we were gonna fight, we better make sure we won, because we couldn't heal ourselves. We fought to kill, motherfucker. And I was like, "Dad, listen, now's not the time for like a poor story, okay? We're gonna fight, all right?" But it worked. I turned around and this little skinny motherfucker was like, "Fuck that! He don't have bandages, fuck that! I can't fuck up my perm." Why does everybody have a goddamn perm now? What the fuck is that? He was like, "I can't fuck up my perm." And I was like, good. Because I was about 6 seconds from calling my autistic Autobots to come whoop some ass. The Pound Town Down crew was ready to fucking go, baby. Hey, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I'm Dante. I love y'all.